talking about balls deep. I'm talking about balls deep. I'm talking about balls deep in love.
What is up, fucks? It is iJet here to talk about Wednesday's weigh-in. I know it's Thursday. I got that memo. But it is extremely hard to get a quiet little area around here when my entire family is quarantined in here with me, okay? I'm not saying I don't love them. I'm just saying they're as fucked up and as loud as I am. And my office is cut off from the rest of the house by a really bitchin' sweet curtain and nothing else. You can hear them. You can hear them if they fart in the room upstairs. So I finally have it quiet to be able to make a video. So first thing we're going to talk about, though, is today I put up a post asking if there's something Trisha Paytas can do, give you 3 choices, that might get her canceled. And the overwhelming choice was claim she's another race and put on makeup to mimic that. Yeah, she might get canceled for that. I don't know. I was leaning a little bit more towards faking a pregnancy and then faking the miscarriage to get out of it. Because, I mean, she used to tan like a lot. A lot. So she might have already done that. I don't know. She went the extra step to actually verbalize it, but I don't know. She might have tan to get that effect, but I don't know. She's made fun of the LGBTQ plus community. Right now she's making a mockery of the DID community. She literally just picks a marginalized community and just shits on it. I watched a bunch of their videos today and I saw that the DID community is pretty much heartbroken. And it's understandable why. It takes a long while to teach people that don't understand your condition what exactly it is and how they actually want to be perceived and treated in society. Because regular people don't understand their condition, so they don't know how to go about interacting with them. Because they don't understand what they have. They just want respect. So they try to educate others. And Trisha Paytas coming in and treating them like complete dog shit. Spreading lies about their condition. Probably put them back many, many years. And now that she's basically turned their condition into a joke, with the pretty much fan base she has, they might start doing it also. Not to mention, the people might think it's okay to make jokes about the community, or they just learned just completely wrong things about the DID disorder. So they have every right to be pissed off. It's the same reason I don't like when Amberlynn spreads misinformation about the bipolar community. Or fibromyalgia. When my husband was in the military and I was trying to get help, they would ask if my husband was out on the ship or home. And I asked him why would that matter? I need help. And they would say, well, it might be in your head and maybe you just need attention. Yeah. So in a way, the DID community was trying to maybe teach people that they're not faking it, it's real. And what they deserve is people to understand and respect what they have and what they have to go through. And it makes you wonder if Trisha Paytas has the cojones to do something as depraved as this. Where will she stop? Literally. She knows no respect to anything. She respects nothing. Where will it end? I remember being taught respect for my parents. I still call, I don't know, everybody sir and ma'am. I just don't understand why she did that video. And Mr. Padilla, if you believe that's how you say his name, his video with I can't remember the young woman's name, but she's a person with DID. He gave her a platform to talk about it and everything. She has her own channel, but he gave her a platform to talk about it and to watch and be just horrified by what Trisha Paytas said, and then have her talk about him and his girlfriend Mikey from Glam and Gore. I absolutely love her, by the way. Watching their faces as they were completely horrified by what she was doing. And then she cusses him out over something that's pretty much fake. It just made me nauseous. She has no boundaries. I thought I was bad. I thought I was a big asshole. I guess I'm not the biggest asshole. I gotta work on it. Anyways, let us get into this reaction while I still have a quiet area. Alright, children. You know how I like to do my videos. We cringe in unison like the family that we are. Comments where comments are due. My computer. Slap your happy faces on. Act like you want to be here. Even if you don't. This is work, people. Do it whether you need to or not. Slap those happy faces on. Buckle down, get some beverages, and let's fucking do this shit. Because no one else will. Onward.
Hey guys.
Oh, hell no.
So welcome to Wednesday weigh-in. So how I do my Wednesday weigh-ins is I talk about each day, how I felt, what I did, if I was on track, off track, and I think what I do differently than like the typical weight loss video is that every day I do weigh in, so I talk about how much I lost each day. I like doing that because it shows where my fluctuations are. Like if I fluctuate and gain like 3 pounds one day, I'm able to sit there and be like,
excuse me, Miss Reed. Hi, Jet Austin. Long time watcher, first time weigh-in watcher. Is this a long-winded thing? Are you just gonna keep talking before it? Do I have to skip ahead to see you weigh in? Are you gonna do the thing you normally do? 'Cause I got shit to do later. You're just gonna, okay, you're gonna do your normal. It's gonna take forever. Fuck me. It's fine. You do you, boo. You look great. Sure. Just keep going. You do you.
like, okay, well, obviously I ate something wrong that caused me to have that happen. And then if I lose a lot of weight the next day, then I know, okay, well, that meal plan's working really well. And I understand that fluctuations do happen. So last Wednesday on March 11, I weighed 514.8. So in my little notes, what I wrote for that day is that I did overeat. I had mashed potatoes, shredded cheese, and peas. For some reason, that whole like recipe, it's not really even a recipe, but it's just really good. I thoroughly enjoy it. And then I also had some peanut M&Ms, but what I would like to say about that is I stopped myself from eating them before it got too bad. I actually gave the rest to Becky. I knew I could easily eat the whole bag and just sit there and just continuously eat them and eat them and eat them, but I did stop myself, and it was like a lot of restraint. It was really hard, I'm gonna be honest.
Sounds like she ate like a toddler. No, seriously. Mashed potatoes, peas, and cheese, followed by peanut M&Ms. Yeah, it sounds like you ate like a 2-year-old. Throw in some chicken nuggets and macaroni and cheese as your main dish. You ate like a fucking toddler. Wow.
So the next day on March 12th, I weighed in at 514.2, so that means I was down 0.6 from the day prior. So this is the day where I noticed that after I have a smoothie in the morning, I get really dizzy. It's something that I noticed for a few days now, but on that day, March 12th, it was really bad, and it almost felt like I was actually going to like pass out, even though I knew I wasn't.
I told you not to mix meth with your smoothies. No wonder it made you lightheaded. Jackass.
And I think the biggest reason for that might be is because I do IF.
Doo-doo.
Where I don't eat for a very big, large portion of the day. And I think that ending my fast like that with a smoothie, for some reason, I don't think it's like adding up with my body, and it's not really, I guess it's not really good for it. So I have stopped smoothies in the morning, and now I eat things like Luna bars because that has less sugar, hasn't made me dizzy at all. Sometimes I'll just have like turkey bacon and rice cakes with like Laughing Cow cheese on top. And those things have definitely been making me feel a lot better. If you guys hear the water, it's just running in the kitchen. I hope it's not like annoying or anything. So for that day, like honestly, everything went really well. So the next day on March 13th, I weighed 512.2, which was a 2-pound loss from the day prior, which this day I actually hit down 60.2 pounds. So that's exciting, although I don't feel like super excited about it because like I have other goals I want to reach. So that was my first day with a new breakfast, which I had rice cakes with PB2 on it, which I actually did vlog. And I really did enjoy that, although I realized while I was eating it, I put too much PB2. So I ended up taking some off, and then it was perfect. And on that day, Becky and I talk about how she can help me with binging, because a lot of the times when I binge, it's like I ask her, hey, will you make me ramen? You guys know that whole story. It's whatever. It's not her fault. It's my fault. I'm asking for it. The end.
Enabler. It's a funny word, isn't it? Enabler. Gary King and the Enablers.
But I told Becky if that ever happens again, I want her to tell me things like, don't do it. You're going to be mad at yourself. You're going to feel super guilty, and just kind of be like super, super stern about it. And she has agreed that she's going to do that. So let's hope it works.
Oh yeah, this is totally a solid plan. You've gotten this bitch to take you to drive-ins in the middle of the night. You yelled at this bitch for eating cereals. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good idea. She's totally got power. Yeah, she's gonna get you to stop eating like whenever she wants, because that's a realistic thing. Yep. Becky's gonna just throw her dick on the table and be like, nope, no ramen for you. Yeah, totally see it. She's just gonna grab her dick right out of your purse, snap it on, and just toss it on the table like a big girl.
So the next day on March 14th, I weighed in at 509.6, which was a 2.6 weight loss from the day prior. So that day I woke up with really bad self-loathing. I honestly just like hated myself. And the reason why is because of my lymphedema. It's been on my mind a lot lately. Normally I just like put it in the back of my mind, like back when I wasn't losing any weight. But now that I am losing weight, it's like parts of my body are getting smaller, but then other parts of my body that have lymphedema, which is my right calf and my lower stomach, those areas aren't getting smaller. It's making me feel super like self-conscious. It's making me hate myself because it's not curable. And I think that's the part that freaks me out the most, is I'm always gonna have like a deformed body. And I know it's like a very bad way of thinking, but that's just where I was at on that day. And on that day also, I was getting a lot of messages and comments saying I only lost weight because I was sick. I lost 50 pounds in January because I was sick. Couldn't eat because while I was sick. A lot of people were saying those things, and I was already hating myself so much that day that I was reading that stuff. And it honestly really got to me, because the whole thing about losing 50 pounds in January because I was sick, I only lost 18 pounds in January. And a lot of people were saying I couldn't eat while sick. When I had tonsillitis, which was literally only for a week, and out of that week, there was only 3 days where it hurt to eat. But the thing is, I still ate. Your girl still binged, and ice cream was involved.
All right. This, I'm calling for a new law. It's called peekaboo to believe. From now on, I'm going to disregard shit like this until she releases messages to back up her claims. She has to peekaboo the shit for anyone to believe her from now on. So as far as I'm concerned, this is bullshit to get sympathy until she releases those messages to prove her claim. Thank you and good night.
A lot of it. So I don't like quite understand that. But then once I was done with the whole tonsillitis things, I was able to get back on track. It's just confusing, because it's like being sick had nothing to do with the fact that I sat there and I would say no to binging a lot of the days. Like, yes, in a month, when we look at the average, you know, I do binge. Like, I'm not 100% perfect, but I used to binge every single day. Now, if I look at a month and I can sit there and be like, wow, I only binged 4 days out of that month, that's crazy. That's because I said no to binging up most to easily 60 times. And that's because I watched what I ate. It's because I ate smaller portions. And it's because I was trying. It's not because I was just like, whoo, I'm gonna eat whatever I want and weight loss is just falling off me because I'm sick. That doesn't make sense, because I have been sick in the past. I have been sick a lot in the past. I have had tons of infections, and I have done nothing but maintain a very heavy weight, or I have gained and gained and gained. So it was just very insulting. It takes away like all the hard work. And I think that might be a really big reason why, like, oh, I'm down 60 pounds, but like, I don't feel happy for myself, because I have thousands of people telling me that I could be doing better. So that is why I'm losing weight. So the next day on March 15th, I weighed in at 507.4, which was a 2.8 weight loss from the day prior. So that was actually the lowest I've ever been, at 64 pounds lost on that day. Like, whoa. So this day was particularly hard for me because the whole virus. I know a lot of people are suffering with worry and anxiety. I want to cry just talking about it. This has just been, it's been scary.
You've got to fucking stop it. Right now. What the fuck is wrong with you? I have never seen anybody in my entire life milk something that has nothing to do with her so hard. Tears. I don't want to cry. Then shut the fuck up. You don't have it. No one you know has it. Shut the fuck up.
It's been sad, it's been heartbreaking. It's just, we've never been through something like this. I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm 29 years old. So in the last 29 years, nothing like this has happened. And
Bitch, fucking the last president had to deal with Ebola finally getting on American soil. You realize Ebola has never been on American soil except to be studied. Yeah. We had Americans coming back from Africa with Ebola. In all the years I've never been through something like this. That was a public health crisis. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you done? Are you okay? You need a hug? You're not done, are you? Okay.
I don't know what to expect. I just don't, it's just the unknown is scary. Everything that's going on in the world right now is like, it makes me want to just go in a corner and just eat all those worries away, all those feelings away. And I'm having to fight myself every single second not to overeat, because when I feel this way, I have always turned to food, and it's always made me feel so much better while I'm eating it. And now it's like, I can't turn to food. So I have to like suffer, like literally suffer through the anxiety and the pain and the worry and the tears and just the fear. And it's scary because like I don't have that outlet no more, so I'm having to find other ones. So I was able to succeed and I did not binge. On that day, I was also being pointed out that I do pay attention to calories. If you guys watched my what I ate today, I didn't even notice it, but in the video I kept talking about calories, even though in the beginning of it I said I don't count calories, I don't pay attention to calories. A lot of people were pointing out to me, okay, why does she keep talking about calories if she doesn't pay attention to calories? So I had to sit down and like really process, like, how do I decide what I'm gonna eat? And you guys, I pay attention to calories every single time I eat. I make sure that my breakfast stays at a certain amount of calories. I make sure that my lunch stays at a certain amount of calories, and my dinner. I'm allowed to, you know, go off base there by like 100 or 200 calories, but it's not like I'm sitting there logging everything and restricting myself, because even if I did eat a little bit more one day, it's okay because I felt like my body needed it, versus, oh, I just want to binge or overeat. Like if I eat a little bit more in a day because I seriously felt like, oh my God, I'm actually hungrier than usual, then that's okay. I think that's what I was talking about when it came to like intuitive eating. But I just appreciate you guys, a lot of you guys, pointing out that, girl, you do pay attention to calories, just admit it. Because I do. Because example, when I went to Ruby Tuesday, you know, what I originally wanted was something that was like 800 plus calories. And I was like, well, no. So I did choose something that was less calories, because when it comes to me, if I didn't know anything about calories and I was to sit there and do like intuitive eating, I wouldn't lose weight. That's a point blank period. But since I do know a lot about calories and I do look at the nutrition label and I do pay attention to serving size, I think that's really what's helping me. Next day on March 16th, I weighed in at 505.2. So that was a 2.2 weight loss from the day prior. And my notes on that day is just, I consistently all day wanted to overeat. I wanted to binge. Like literally, you guys, my emotions are like, I don't know what they're doing. It's like a tornado is inside of my body and I can't get it out. I know a lot of people are dealing with this. And I do also want to point out that on that day, I said no to a brownie, and it was the hardest thing I've done in a long time. And I know a lot of people are going to watch this and be like, you are pathetic. But if you struggle with binge eating, or if you've struggled with like hardcore overeating or food addiction, then you understand how powerful a no is.
Remind me again while I'm doing this shit. Why do we care that she didn't eat a brownie? I understand she thinks this is as bad as drugs, but she's never taken them. It's amazing. The comparison to drugs when she hasn't had drugs. I've had drugs, and they are so much better than pizza. Not as good as sex. Definitely as good. It's way better than pizza. And way better than this. Definitely better than a brownie. Much better than a brownie. Why is she doing this? Is she trying to make me go insane? I get it. You didn't mouth fuck a tub of Alfredo. You didn't eat the brownie. You're proud of yourself. Just fucking weigh yourself already. I'm wasting away.
So the next day on March 17th, I weighed in at 504.8, which was a 0.8 weight loss from the day prior. And I wrote down that I was upset about my weigh-in. I was upset because I only lost 0.8. So losing 0.8 in one day is amazing. A lot of people wish for that. But for some reason, because I was losing so well in the last few days, like I was down like 2 pounds and then 2.2 and then 2.8, 2.6, like I wanted more of that. I want to lose this weight fast because I'm feeling so much better. I just can't even imagine how my body's going to feel when I just continue losing. And it's just, I want to lose this weight. Like that's a point blank period. So for some reason, I was really upset about that. And I actually put a quote down what I said yesterday. I said, everything would be better while in a bed with Ben and Jerry. Because again, another day where I wanted to binge my feelings away, and I literally could not stop thinking about a pint of ice cream. Like it was pretty bad. So that's what a Ben and Jerry is, by the way, which I'm sure everyone knows.
Yeah, we got it. Ben and Jerry's is your spirit animal.
But again, another day of success. Like you guys, I have weeks where I am able to say no to wanting to overeat. I'm able to say no to the binges. I am very strong. But then there are weeks where I'm just not, where I literally am just not strong enough. And that's just part of this process and something that I'm going to have to continue to accept, that sometimes I am weak. But this week, I was not weak. So today, on Wednesday, March 18th, I weighed in at at 503.8. So that means from the day prior, I lost 0.6. So that means this week I am down 11 pounds. Down 11 pounds.
Holy shit, guys. Someone put in a little Whitney Houston, I'm every woman.
So that means in total, I've lost 68.6 pounds. So that means I'm pretty much down 70 pounds because in 1.4 or 1.6, I will be down exactly 70 pounds. Can we just like, wow, celebrate? So down 11 pounds, that's really freaking good. For some reason, I just feel like I'm not doing good enough, and it is the craziest feeling because in the past, I would be like thrilled and like bragging about losing 11 pounds, but it's just like, I'm not there. I used to brag about losing 2 pounds in a week, and you guys, for some reason, just subconsciously, mentally, I don't know what's going on. I just feel like I'm not doing good enough. And I think it's because I want to lose more, but yet I'm doing everything I need to. Like I am eating small portions. I'm cooking for myself. I am saying no to binges, overeating. So it's like I'm doing everything that I can. So I need to just let my body do its thing. It'll lose what it wants when it wants. I do need to be proud of the 11-pound weight loss this week, and I am. And I cannot wait to be in the 400s. I think that's what it is. I think it's because that's like my goal that I've set in mind is like, I want to be in the 400s so bad. I don't want to ever see the 500s again. So to lose that, since I'm 503.8, to what I have to lose to get to 400, sorry, I'm like stumbling on my words, is 3.8 or like 4 pounds. So I honestly can't wait, and I feel like that'll definitely happen this week. I'm crossing my fingers because I feel like I'm starting to lose a little less every day now, like 0.6 and 0.8, but I mean, it's definitely possible. So I hope you guys had a good week. I hope you guys are staying safe and doing everything you can to continue staying safe.
Well, that's over. Super sweet she lost 11 pounds though, you know? Really is. Go girl. Anyways, it's good that she's losing weight. Her eating habits are more to be desired. But she's losing weight. Proud of her. Unlike the other day that she did the whole exercise thing, I really wish she would go somewhere when she exercised, you know what I mean? Make a travel thing about it. Like go to a park. But it's still good that she's exercising. You gotta give her that. I kind of would like her to show off these messages she's getting to people to prove it, honestly. Because I'm so sick of hearing about them. And I think it's funny there at the end when she slipped in that whole, I kind of feel like I haven't lost enough. That's some weird shit. But hey, what you gonna do? But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I thought this video would be fun. But really, it made me want to just ram my face into the wall a couple times. Well, at least our girl is losing weight. That's pretty awesome. I'm gonna go to sleep now. You guys behave. Hang up your happy faces. Like, subscribe, share, but if you don't, it's completely fine. I'll still be here. Yeah. In my shag emporium. I mean, yeah. I'm talking to myself. You still love me. You know it. Deuces.